Hi there, Loy Machedo, speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, here's a question for you. Why is it some people get very good jobs, well-paying jobs, but then most people, they just get maybe a job. Maybe they'll get a job offer, but they'll not get a good job or they'll not get a well-paying job. And especially today, since the market is booming, it's recovering. It's not like lockdown, like COVID. Obviously, it is recovering. Obviously, there are so many job offers out there. So then the question begins, why am I still not getting a well-paying job? Or why am I not getting a job that pays me a good salary or a good position? Okay. Now, over the 20 years that I've been working with people for resume rebrand, personal branding, interview coaching, whatever, okay, I've been doing this for so many years. You tend to see a pattern after some time, and you realize, okay, there are some people who get jobs, but they hardly get anything worthwhile. If suppose, let's say, they are asking for 10,000, I'm just giving any currency, 10,000, they'll get for they'll get job offers, but they'll get for 8 or they'll get for 6. So that's not what a person would want, right? Nobody wants a lower paying salary. Everybody wants a well paying salary. Okay. So if that is not there, then the next question comes, okay, at least some people are getting, why am I not getting any job? Means good job. See, any job anyone can get. If I'm worth 10,000 a month and I'm saying I'm ready to work for whatever you pay me, I'll work for free also. It's easy. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 7 key points that I feel are the reasons why people do not get well-paying jobs or good jobs or multinational companies or let's say the jobs with a better position. Okay. Put down your thoughts in the comments below and tell me if I'm right or wrong, because this I'm speaking from experience. This is not from the internet. I would say the first biggest drawback why a person is not getting good jobs is typically what I found out is the mindset. It's just that either they are very negative or they have lost faith in the system or they're very sarcastic or they just say, oh, man, the market is so bad. Oh, man, yeah, unless you have vasta contacts, in Arabic they say vasta, unless you have influence, you can't get, unless you kiss someone's ass or unless you bend over. In fact, there are people whom give me a headache when I talk to them. Oh, Law, why she got a job is because she did that. Oh, he did that. He is kissing the boss. She got it because she has a sugar daddy. I mean, they discredit every single person and they say they got successful because of A, B, C, D. And according to them, they are they are the epitome or the personification of goodness, of integrity, of being perfect. I mean, if you have such a mindset, you'll never get a bloody job, man. Change your bloody thinking. Change your approach to people. If you're negative, don't expect anything positive. And I tell people, no, I'm not an optimistic coach or I'm not a pessimistic coach, but at least be realistic. Yes, racism exists. Yes, favoritism exists. Yes, ass kissing, contacts, connection, all that exists. But if you want to succeed, you should succeed despite all this. Hey, I'll give a simple example. Me, I'm a small timer, very, very small timer. Okay. With this tattooed face, I managed to get employment when I was working for people. With this controversial personality, without having contacts, connections, I still managed to wriggle my way and get the right contacts and connections, right? I didn't complain. So if you keep complaining, how will you succeed? So point number 1 is the mindset. Point number 2 is your profile, are you competitive? By competitive in nature, I mean, like, if you compare yourself to, because obviously you are being compared to others, do you really design your profile in such a way or your brand in such a way where you stand out? See, for example, let's say Tesla is coming out with a electric car. It has to consider that people have other options, right? One is it has to compete with other EV cars, and if not that, it has to compete with non-EV cars. And if you are just like every other car and you offer all the same features, why would anyone buy you, man? Like even with, let's say, an iPhone has certain unique features, and it makes sure that yes, it charges a hell lot of money, but they have to be competitive, because if they are not, consumers are not stupid and dumb. They would finally say, this model I'll not buy. So they come out with key features that make them better than last year. So okay, I know some of you are like, oh, Apple is overpriced, whatever, forget all that. Ask yourself, compared to last year, how are you better this year, or your perception with in front of other people? What have you done? So you need to be competitive, if at least not with others, at least with yourself. But remember the hard truth. The reality is you will be compared to others, whether you like it or not. Point number 3 is, have you taken the professional approach, or rather, have you taken the best approach? Most of the time, I see when people are getting married, they will go to the best DJ, they'll go to the best hotel, they will take the best cuisine, they'll take the best suits, means what money can buy. If you are really spending so much of money for your wedding day, and even let's say the latest iPhone, they will spend a fortune to make sure the best iPhone. If they're buying a car, they will even take a bank loan to buy a car with extra features. When even when people go for a holiday, they want to have their once in a lifetime so-called experience. If you're willing to spend so much of money, so much of effort into making these moments special, don't you think you should do the same when hunting for a job? I tell people a job is a job. A job, getting a job is itself a job. So if you put the best, you'll get the best returns. Others, you'll not, man. You can't be a cheap Charlie and expect to succeed. Point number 4. Okay. This is so common. People make their profile the way they want. They don't make their profile the way the market wants or the decision maker wants. You make a profile the way you want. You may impress yourself. If you're giving yourself a job, make it the way you want. But if there are people out there, decision makers, and you send them what they don't want, why will they take you? Like a simple example. This is like a childish example I give. Let's say, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook. Let's say you know all this. Okay. These, or Photoshop. Let's say these 5 skills you mentioned in your CV. But the guy, he says, I only want someone with Excel. I want someone who is proficient with Excel and is the best at Excel. Now, if you mention, sir, I know Word, I know Excel, I know PowerPoint, I know Outlook, I know Photoshop, I know whatever, Adobe, Illustrator, Affinity and all that. He'll be like, listen, boss, I just want Excel. Because I need someone to work on an Excel sheet. All this is no use to me. So same thing with you, right? Like, let's say I go to a restaurant and I want to eat food, okay? And I tell the guy, listen, I would like anything which is vegetarian, okay? And please make sure that there's nothing non-veg in that. And this guy starts giving me all the non-vegetarian dishes. He tells me, these are special non-vegetarian, these are special seafood, these are special mixed with veg. I would tell him, listen, I made it clear I only want vegetarian, not non-veg. No, but we'll give you at a discounted rate, non-vegetarian. I would still say no. And then even if he says, I'll give you non-vegetarian food for free, say, boss, I'm trying to tell you that I am only a vegetarian. I can't eat non-veg. Same way, if I tell people when I go to a restaurant, I'm allergic to prawns, seafood, crabs. Even if they give me free, even if they pay me, I can't have that, because if I have that, I might actually die. I will actually die because of the allergic reaction. So please give people what they want. Don't give them everything that you have done. Even when I position myself, I say personal branding. I don't say NLP, coactive coaching, relationship coaching, career coaching. You'll confuse people, man. Then point number 5. This is very simple. Do you know how to sell yourself? Almost every single person I talk to says, oh yeah, of course, you give me one chance for an interview, I will blow their mind off. I can challenge you. Whenever I sit down with people and I take their interview test or I ask them questions, 99 out of 100 fail. This is a fact. Why? Because they do not know the art of scripting. They do not know the art of selling. They do not know the art of, articulating sentences. They don't know how to take out stress. I mean, I tell people, if you're so good as you think you are at selling yourself, you should be getting jobs left, right, and center, even without an interview. Because people think only at interview I'll get a job offer. You know how many times when I've interacted with people, then and there itself, people said, why don't we meet up and let's discuss? Because they want to do business with someone who's a winner. You have to know how to sell yourself 24/7, not just at the interview. And this assumption, oh, at the interview, I'm going to nail it. I can challenge you on this. Challenge, open challenge. If I were to take your interview publicly, you will fail. And I even, when people are cocky and confident, I'm like, let's have a live YouTube session. If you're going to be so confident, let's put the heading, the world's best interview answers. Nobody will agree because they know if they mess up, everyone will be laughing at them. And most of the people, when they see their own videos, they cringe. I tell them, why you showing like a cringe feeling and all that? This is what you really are. Only thing is now you are able to see it on video. Here's my tip. Record yourself giving the answers. Okay, have a look at yourself on video. And if you're so confident, upload it online and see what people will say. You will end up being a laughing stock. I can challenge you this, and most of you will never do it. Then, number 6, it's a numbers game. I always tell people this. If, for example, you get, they call it a funnel. Let's say 1,000 people, for example, I'm a salesman, I meet 1,000 people and give them my brochure or whatever. From the 1,000, let's say out of 1,000, many will throw it out. Some people not even look at it. Some people just say, later on. Out of 1,000, I might get, say, 100 who will be interested, inquire. Can you tell me more information about this? And after I tell them about the product, the features, and the pricing, out of the 100, 10 will come to me and say, yeah, I think the pricing is good. Can you tell me more information? Finally, out of the 10, 1 may actually buy it now. So from 1,000 came down to 100, came down to 50, came down to 10, and then 1. So this is the same thing that happens when hunting for a job. If you apply well prepared, not just a spammy copy paste, if you customize each and every response to each and every person and you do it in large numbers, your chances of success will be large. If you have only one person that you send it to and it becomes no, then what's next? Just imagine you have only one. Yeah, there are some people who tell me, Loy, I worked very hard, there's no response. So I ask them, so how many people did you send your profile to? 5. 5 since how many hours? No, I have done 5 since this last month. And only 5. Imagine if you had sent to 500. Imagine you send to 5,000. Then your chances increase, right? You just target one and you expect miracles. You're not God's gift to mankind, my dear friend. And last, if not the least, this I've said in almost every video, you need to ask yourself, why should someone take you? Why? Oh, I have 13 years experience. Oh, I'm, hardworking. Oh, I'm result oriented. Oh, I'm dedicated. All this poll you can give someone else. You have to give them explicitly a measurable tangent why they should take you. And you might think you're smarter than the system and bluff. Oh, I increase 16.7% in terms of revenue. I cut down costs by 14.3%. I got in the market share of 3%. Man, if for a company you are generating billions, why would they even let you go? And remember, our industries are such where if you are such a trendsetter, if you're so incredible, the entire market will be talking about you. You're not God's gift to mankind. You can delude and fool yourself, and you think you might fool one person, but people are smarter than you. So these are the 7 reasons why someone may not be getting a good job or a worthwhile job or a job in, let's say, their dream company. Yes, there are people who get it. Some would get it right place, right time, right whatever luck. Some are genuinely good at marketing and selling themselves. But I'm talking about you. And if you're not getting one of these 7 reasons is the reason. And unless you change this, nothing is going to happen. Anyway, good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.